Hey everyone, it's Lisa Bongean from Primitive Gatherings, and today I get to introduce a new set of minis starting June 23rd. So this next set of minis, I'm gonna kind of go in a different route, and I'm gonna name them after all of my mother's sisters. Yes, there are 9 of them, plus Grandma, and maybe I can find a few others that I could add on to make a whole year. But there are 10 total, so maybe one of them will have to be named Lisa Ann, right? All right, so this one is called Caroline, the first mini quilt in this next series. And we are just taking fabrics from the shop. And this one is only 2 fabrics. There will be a kit available if you do want the same fabrics that we have used here, and you'll be able to purchase that on our website, primitivegatherings.us, and look at the description on this video, and everything that we talk about will be listed there as well. So this is a fairly simple mini. It does look a little bit complicated. This one unit right here is a quarter square triangle here, and that one is 1 inch finished. So we will be cutting that one. I'm going to demo that one for you. And then we also have what I don't know what it's called. I have some pieces and parts here from making the quilt. So this one right here, I don't know what this unit is called, but I'm going to call it a triple star. And then we have the quarter square triangle here. So these are the 2 units that we're going to make. I'm only going to make this one here on the video, because if you can make this, you can make that, because this one is this unit here and 1 big triangle. I had these all set up over here on my piece of paper here, because this gray kind of blends right in here. So see what I got going on here? And then this one is going to go together like that. But I'm going to start off by cutting everything to begin with, because I want to make sure that you cut accurately as well, because cutting is just as important as stitching. So if you don't cut accurately, you're not going to stitch accurately, and you're going to be frustrated at the end if you can't do all those things. So I'm going to put my 2 fabrics right sides together. Just because this is a little demo, I'm just going to cut them together to make time a little bit more efficient. So I'm going to take my ruler, and I'm going to cut 2 squares the size that the pattern tells you. So I'm just going to quickly do that here. And I'm going to stand, because it's so much easier to cut when you're standing. And I need them to match up first. There we go. All right, so there I have a square already cut. Now I'm going to cut it twice diagonally. Now normally when you're going to cut out for this pattern, you're going to mass cut, right? You're not just going to cut out one. And you can do that just like I did. You can still cut them together if you want. All right, now I'm going to pull these up here, and I need to stitch them together this way. So on the short side, not on the long side, because we'd have a half square triangle that way. So I'm going to fold these right sides together here, and I'm going to stitch along that short side there with the dark on top each time. So you got to make sure you line them up nice and straight as you can, no wiggles. And once in a while, you're going to get a little bit of a wiggle. But for the most part, we should put the dark on top. Always do the same side up. And you'll see why I want the same side sewn on each one. Now I have starched and done all the things in the pattern, so make sure you read the pattern over completely before you start anything. All right, don't know where my little clippers is, so I'll just cut them. All right, doing a little pressing. I'll just slide this over. All my darks are up. So I'm just going to press them toward the dark on one set, and then I'm going to press one set open. So you can pick which way you want to press. There's no right or wrong. It's personal preference. All right, so I thought I would do them two different ways for you. Okay, so these are pressed to the dark. So see how by stitching the dark on top and stitching that one, they're all in the same direction. So this is what we want them all to look like. Oh, I got one wrong. I sewed one wrong. So that is not going to work. That's what happens when you're on video. So I'll be ripping that one out. But, so now, when you lay these together, they will nest like that, which is good. And they fit perfectly. See how they match up nicely because I cut the same there. And then this one, if I was going to put it with another one, I know this isn't the same one, but you can line those up like this and then just check to make sure that that's in the right spot. All right. Okay, that was simple enough. Now this last seam, I do like to press that one open. A quick little finger press and then lots of steam. I messed up that seam there. We'll get that one back. There. Okay, so either one works, whatever way you want, no big deal. So now they both look nice. So even we screw up once in a while, especially like I said, especially when you're on video. All right, so now I have this and it is the right size, but I have to clip off all of these dog ears. So as long as I have to clip them off, you could just do this with your scissors. But why don't we make sure that they're accurate as well? So this unit needs to measure 1.5 right now. So I'm just going to clip off that dog ear, turn it around, put it on 1.5, trim that dog ear. I could go 3/4 in the middle there to make sure it's on perfect, but you know what? They're so good that I would even trust just clipping them because all I really did was cut off the dog ear. So now this is a perfect 1.5, and that's the size that we need for this block. All right, so make sure you starch, that is the key. Make sure you cut accurately and then you press the way that you like for as flat as you want your block to be. Then just remember on this one here, the triple triangle unit, we have to find out if anybody knows what that real unit is called, but I'm asking everybody here, do you know what this unit is called? Do you know? So all that one is then is a bigger triangle, but this is a half square triangle, and these are quarter square triangles. So that's going to go together like that, and then we're just going to sew that long seam there, and then this is what we're going to end up with. Trim off the dog ears, and they're ready to go. Everything else in the quilt is just a square or a rectangle, except for the half square triangle borders. You can find half square triangle border tutorials on the half square triangles anywhere on our YouTube channel. You can just Google that and you can find out how we do those as well. But I wanted to do the quarter square triangle for you today here because it's so super tiny, and I just wanted to show you that you don't have to make it big and then trim it so it's perfect. You can make it perfect just by doing everything like I just showed you. All right, so that's it. I hope you enjoy our next set of minis. You will be able to download patterns as well if you just want the downloads and you want to make it in any color that you want. But I kind of was feeling kind of gray, so that's why I picked gray and cream for this one. All right, so we will see you next time for our monthly mini.